Hello everyone, welcome to the Great Unicorn Hunt. Today we are here with Sharad, Todi and Rachit Poddar, renowned early stage investors and the co-founders of Ivy Growth Associates who have invested in more than 100 startups. They will be talking about the mega upcoming event in Surat called 21 by 72. Hi Sharad, hi Rachit, welcome to the Great Unicorn Hunt.
Hi Ritika.
Okay, before we get into the talks of this event, Rachit, can you please share a brief snapshot of your journey as an early stage investor?
So first of all, thank you so much, Ritika, for having us. It's an absolute pleasure for us to be able to share our vision, with your audience and the platform Unicorn Hunters. It's a great platform that you guys are building. So to talk a little bit about our journey, we initially, all of us, my other partners, Pratik Kushniwal, Mehul Shah, me, Sharad, all of us come from a very strong family business backgrounds. Originally based out of Surat. Then initially, about 3 years back, we all started as a family office, invested into multiple startups, and then eventually we all joined our hands together and thought of creating an integrated VC firm where we collaborate with all the stakeholders, right from the incubators to other alternative investment funds and to investing into startups. So in the past couple of years, we've invested in about 100 odd startups across sectors like agriculture, financial technology, D2C, SaaS, EV. And on the sidelines, we're building a community of investors and founders both. So essentially helping founders to raise capital from our pool of investors. We're closely currently working with about 500 odd investors spread across pan India and Dubai, since we have a financial services set up in Dubai as well. So that has been, pretty much our journey with the early stage startup ecosystem.
Okay, that's impressive. So, coming to the topic of the event now, we understand that this is the second edition of Mega Event 21 by 72 happening in Surat. So, could you please tell us a little bit more about the thought behind this event and the success of its first edition?
So as I mentioned, the vision for IB was always to, be a collaborative, to create a collaborative ecosystem for investors and founders both. And hence, coming from a very beautiful and strong city like Surat, which is one of the wealthiest cities in India, which is one of the fastest growing cities in Asia. We thought, why don't we invite all the stakeholders of the ecosystem under one roof? Hence, we curated a 3-day startup summit wherein we give an opportunity for startups to showcase their products and services. We bring in the biggest of the venture capital funds under one roof, the top best of the incubators of the country. Everybody, right from the top industries to the top founders to top investors, everybody under one. Hence, we wanted to foster collaboration, co-investments, co-creation between these companies and these investors. And that is why we organized this first ever edition last year on the 17th, 18th, 19th of June 2022. And second season we coming up with on the following dates 16, 17, 18 June of 2023. This is a 3-day summit where we have more than 80 plus exhibitors. We've got more than 80 plus speakers joining us from different parts of the world. We've got more than 25 plus content creators joining us. We'll be having more than 25 plus live pitches. We're going to be having an award ceremony. So it's a full power-packed summit, which happens for 3 days, where we have all of this engagement and various activities for investors and founders both.
Got it. That's amazing. So, Sharad, can you give us a brief context of what the investors should be expecting during the 3 days of this fabulous event and a message for the founders as to why they must be attending this event in Surat?
Of course. So, like my brother Rachit mentioned, for investors, you have opportunities for co-investments. You have opportunities for strategic collaborations. For investors, you have a lot of things that you need to ultimately jot down at the end of the day. Where it's all about market study. Also, you get to know about what other investors are thinking, what's the industry dynamics is all about. So that means that every stakeholder in the ecosystem is going to be there: government, investors, founders. So that means everywhere, so it's an apple where you just have to need to take your bite and your pie. For founders, like just Rashid mentioned, there are startups who are exhibiting fundraisers going on. So if you're looking for fundraise, definitely it's one of the great opportunity where you can pitch your startup, where you can have a pool of investors coming in all together. There are going to be more than 300 investors where in front of whom you are going to pitch. Strategic collaborations, talent acquisitions, all these are part of the event. So it's a complete 3-day show where we have pitches, where we have, workshops, where we have panel discussions, keynote speakers, everywhere involved. What are the grants from government? We also cover few areas like government, how government is supporting, startup ecosystem. So we have few people from government side who are actually, trying to educate people how government is supporting startup ecosystem and about their grants. So if you see every stakeholder in the event is there, where in the 3 days you will know who is there when in a proper agenda way, where you can take your bite. So that way, investors, founders, not just investor founders, anyone who's looking to, start their journey as startup investors, like we did 5 years back, we also started, attending summits and trying to learn new things. And that is how we also started our journey. So anyone who is looking to start their startup journey is also welcome to our event.
Got it. Amazing. All right, perfect. Thank you, Sharad. Thank you, Rachit, for taking time out for this interview. I wish you the very best of luck for the event.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Ritika,
much,
for having
Ritika.
us. Thank you.
Thank you.